Hey, this is Jordan Molson with healthtalkbrevard.com. If you'd like to find out more about me, just check out my bio on the website. And as you might be able to hear, today we're out at Funky Chicken Farm on Heald Road in Palm Bay, and we're going to be talking with Suzanne. So let's go talk to Suzanne.
I'm Suzanne from Funky Chicken Farm. Andrew Malone and myself run our farm, and it has a history behind it in that my grandfather bought the property in 1943. And from that time, my father inherited it. And when I was 17, my father died. So he was a gardener. He had a beautiful garden, and we always had horses, so we had horse manure and good soil. And it inspired me to grow food. There's so much hope in one little seed that it's amazing what you can get. So that's always been with me. I've really had my heart in it all my life. Well, since I was about 18, I was growing a garden. Actually, when I was 16, with my father, and then from that point, I've always read Mother Earth News, and so that really inspired me. I've always wanted a worm farm. Now I have one. I've been doing this a long time, but we've had the store probably about 4 or 5 years now. And I've worked different jobs, 24 years as an intersil, then I worked about 4 years in dental assisting. And Andrew and I were both laid off in the same week. So we were already doing what we're doing to some extent. I was already making grow boxes. He was already raising and selling poultry. And we had started teaching people how to do these things. And so it was natural for us to just go right into that field. We acquired the farm stand in which I'm sitting now, and then people just started hearing more and more about what we were doing, because at the time there was not a lot of backyard poultry raising going on in Brevard County, but the economy was ripe for it, simply because the economy was crashing and a lot of people were losing their jobs, and a lot of people were getting more and more concerned about where their food was coming from, namely a concern about GMOs. So people who are vegetarians or foodists, who like pure food, were getting more and more interested in raising some of their own food. This happened in approximately 2006. So since that time, oh my goodness, we've taught many people how to raise backyard poultry, how to raise food using grow boxes because they're easy and portable. And then we've also branched out into raising other small farm animals, which some are appropriate for an urban setting and just some are not. For instance, we raise rabbits, and under the rabbits we raise earthworms. And the two together make the richest, blackest soil you can imagine. And here in Florida, we live on a sandbar, so it's kind of hard to acquire that kind of soil, but that is a way that you can do it. What we also do here is we raise rabbits for meat under a pet food license, which is very important because we are not USDA certified. Rabbit is a very clean meat, low in fat, and they produce wonderful poop for your garden. So that's their function in our circle of life. Yeah, one of the classes we do is grow box gardening. It's a self-watering container that holds the water and the nutrients inside of the box. You only have to water the box once every 4 or 5 days. And you can plant your garden in there, and it keeps the soil viable and rich and alive. In our sandy soil we have nematodes, and nematodes are a big problem because nematodes enter the root of the plant and literally suck the nutrients out of the plant at the root level, so the plant never grows to full maturity or productivity. So the grow box helps in fighting that problem. Also, you can use a grow box in a flooding area in which you would never be able to grow food in because flooding will just ruin your entire crop. And they're off the ground, so they're easy to pick the food. You grow a crop in it, and then when the crop is finished, you empty it and you fill it with new soil, compost, in which you can learn to make, or there are other places locally that you can get composted soil.
So you can recycle the old. Right?
Oh, definitely. You can
right back in,
put your old soil back into the compost pile, or or use it as a top dressing for other ornamental plants in your yard and grow that way. We're all about urban agriculture or urban farming, if you want to call it that. I know most people think of farms as being a place that has many, many acres and lots of animals and vegetables. However, it doesn't have to be that. It could just be your little plot of land in your own backyard. That could be a very productive producer of food. What I really love is when I teach people how to do it in their own backyard and they come back and they give me the report of how successful they are being. That is the best because, I mean, it gives us reassurance that what we're doing is meaningful into the community. And you know, that's worth far more than dollars. We are also doing fermentation. We're teaching people how to do wild fermentation of their food. And we use a jar with an airlock, and you place your fresh vegetables inside of the jar, and you add a brine water. That's a good quality mineral infused salt into the water. And in 4 days, you're gonna have wonderfully pickled food. This is a way to preserve food without refrigeration or without heating it. So you maintain the live enzymes that are in our food. Our bodies live on minerals and enzymes. They function the best when we get that in our diet. Today's diet includes very, very little living food. And it's also a fast food, which is wonderful because once it's fermented, you keep it in the refrigerator and you eat, you know, a bit of it with your meal, and it's grab and go, and it lasts a good while. I don't know, for some reason this type of food helps you to feel fuller, and it also combats candida, which is a problem. Yeah, which is a problem for many people who have a high sugar, high processed food type of diet. And fermented foods also produce B vitamins. And in our culture, people are under stress, and what is used for stress relief is B vitamins. Stress of our life uses the B vitamins in our system. So a person who doesn't have the right gut bacteria may never have enough B vitamins, and they may just be so stressed out that with a little change to their diet, they could feel a whole lot better.
What are some of your favorite fermented foods?
Oh, I love fermented okra. I have okra growing now, and a lot of people don't like okra because it's slimy, but when you ferment it, that slime factor isn't such a problem, and it's nice and crunchy and tangy and a little salty, and it's wonderful. Fermented red cabbage is a wonderful thing too. It turns a beautiful pink, and it's just got a nice kind of sweet flavor. I mean, regular cabbage is wonderful fermented as well. It's called sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And that's how, you know, people used to preserve their food. The other thing we do is we attend the Brevard County Farmers Market. We've been there since day one, selling our wares, and it has evolved in a really good growers market for Brevard County. A growers market means that the people selling produce or meat or eggs or anything at the market, they have to produce 75% from their own property. They can't go buy it from Plant City or Homestead and bring it here and resell, which is wonderful. That means the customers are buying local within 100 miles or less, and you're getting food grown in this region, which incorporates into a good diet and freshness. Brevard County's Farmers Market is every Thursday from 3 till 7 p.m. Currently we are on the lawn at the big pavilion, south side of the BCC parking lot on Wickham Road. You can go to our website and see what we offer. Our website is funkychickenfarm.com, and our phone numbers are listed there. We request that everybody call us before they come to the farm. We're very busy people, and if we know that we can help you, we say come on over.